On August 30th, just 7 weeks after arriving on campus, Baker Mayfield became the first true freshman walk-on quarterback in history to start a season opener at a BCS conference school. That day, he threw for 413 yards and 4 touchdowns while running for another. Texas Tech beat SMU 41-23.
And especially in a season opener in an offense that is so predicated on the quarterback. And it speaks to the development in high school that Baker had, the coaching he had, and then just his ability to process information. And as a true freshman walk-on, starting in the Big 12 is.
And once his dream school, TCU, opted for another quarterback, Mayfield was suddenly left without many options.
That, and so it was put out in writing, and that's where he wanted to go. And we knew he wanted to go there, but he didn't need to limit himself. But that's what he had his heart set on.
As they were battling that spring, the spring of Baker's sophomore year, going into Baker's junior year to see who was going to be our guy. And you know, Baker did all the right things. I mean, he has all the intangibles. Everybody loves him. He's never had a bad day. I don't care what's going on. He's got a smile on his face. You know, his teammates feed off of that.
Mayfield hails from Lake Travis High School in Austin, Texas, where he led the Cavaliers to a state title his junior year.
Yeah, I mean, it was one of those kind of stories. You're like, who's this kid? You know, you didn't really know where he's from. I knew he was from Lake Travis because of Brewer. Me and Brewer hang out a lot, but that was pretty much it, knowing that he's from Lake Travis. He's a walk-on quarterback. And, I mean, you kind of go with working on 7-on-7. Davis was the guy coming in early in the spring and really getting snaps with him. That's who I was mainly working with. But we kind of got in there, spent a little time together. But, yeah, when he first got here, we really didn't know, you know, who's this guy here. But as we got into it, you know, he started to get reps with the ones and starting to put his name out there. But, yeah, at the beginning we didn't know who this kid was. But I think everybody in the country knows who he is now, so he's making a good name for himself.
And so, you know, it was a nice visit. We saw the game. And really, we didn't hear from OU again. And Max, here, I think this is the real culprit. Max Preps had posted his height and weight going into his senior year is 5'11", 195.
On August 30th, just 7 weeks after arriving on campus, Baker Mayfield became the first true freshman walk-on quarterback in history to start a season opener at a BCS conference school. That day, he threw for 413 yards and 4 touchdowns while running for another. Texas Tech beat SMU 41-23.
I mean, I know he's living it up right now. It's a dream come true for him. I know this is what he's wanting to do for a long time, and now he's got that shot to do it. But, yeah, I mean, it's crazy.
How, is it things he says or a look in his eye? Like, how can you tell that?
No, I mean, it's crazy because you would think that with him, you know, he'd be up tense and, you know, kind of scared. But the dude is pretty incredible. I mean, we were in the huddle cracking jokes, SMU game. I was like, okay, this is how he's going to react. That's cool. We can roll with this. He breaks the ice. He's a nice kid. But there wasn't a time in that SMU game, the first time we played with him in a game, that there was a time where I thought, okay, you know, this kid's, you know, might choke or just something signs. But no, he was ready to go from the start. He'd never looked back from there.